Happy Monday, everybody. This is Bulldog here with the latest Galactic challenge with one of my favorite modifiers, Dark Magic. Every 10 turns, all characters are going to be revived. Clones, that's who we're going to have to use for one of the feats. We're going to use a clone team. They're going to get a little extra offense, crit chance, crit damage every time they get buffs. And on the other side, we're going to have a Sniper Droid to deal with. Separatists are going to be a little faster, a little stronger, hit a little harder. So, feats we're going to do. We've got Undersized Squad, using a full team of clone troopers, and gaining stealth. So first we're going to start with the clone troopers. This was by far the hardest, at least for me. If you've got a bad batch squad, this is probably going to be a lot easier, but I do not. I do have some decent clones here, but my strategy was pretty simple. I went after B1 first. You got to get, so thing to keep in mind here, B1 cannot be revived, the Sniper Droid cannot be revived. So those are going to be your first two targets to get them down. You need to get the Sniper Droid down before he uses his insta-kill ability that prevents revives. So that's, if he kills you with that and then you're permanently down that character, that's probably going to be the end of it. You're going to have to restart. I go after B1 early in order to get the tenacity down so that I can stun Sniper Droid. So we've got Echo in there so he can get the daze to slow the Sniper Droid down. Then I've got a little bit of potency on our other Echo so that he can get the stun. So the two Echoes working together to stun and daze the Sniper Droid so that we can get him down. And then the other tricky part after this is making sure we control Ventress. Ventress, with all these deaths, is going to stack a lot of offense, and we don't want her to AoE wipe everybody. So my clones are pretty good here. I actually don't have them modded the way you would really want to mod for this. You'll see my mods at the end, but I want to talk about this real quick. Fives. We have to trigger 5 sacrifice at the beginning, or you probably have to restart. Fives is going to share speed, offense, health. I've got my fives modded for defense. He does not share defense. So I do not have my clones modded optimally necessarily. But that's okay. I've got them high relic, so you could do this with much lower relic clones if you modded fives better to share some better stats. But then I sped it up here because it took me a little while. Once you get B1 and the Sniper Droid down, the trick is to get the other 4 down within those 10 turns before they revive again. So you kind of want to try and get everybody at a little bit of low health, and then so you can kind of go hit them all at once. I actually really struggle with that here. A couple times I thought I could get it, and I went after him, and then I didn't get it, and then it kind of reset a little bit. But I eventually got it down. But you do have to be very careful with Ventress. With all these deaths, Ventress is going to stack a lot of offense. So it's not actually a bad idea just to kill her off early, go after Ventress first, and then kind of weaken the others. Remember, Newt will revive. The first time you kill him, he's going to revive before we get to the 10 turns. You've got to get one of his deaths in there. But then I kind of like just going after Ventress, getting her down so she doesn't stack offense, and then whittling the other 3 down. And kind of repeating that until you get it at a point where you can, okay, get Ventress down and then get the other 3. And you just kind of have to wait for the timing to work out right. I didn't do it great here, but eventually we did get it down, and it worked fine. I got the clone feat. So for the undersized feat, I'm sure there's a bunch of teams. I did it with, I actually first did it, with Gas. He prevents revives, so Gas is a great character to get these down with. But then I also did it with Rebels, and I think it may have actually gone a little smoother with Rebels. Rebels are very strong here. Just these 4. We've got we can control the Sniper Droid early, get the Sniper Droid down very early. All of these extra hits, all these extra exposes allow us to get B1 down very quickly. Chewie has an AoE that you'll see at the end, can just wipe everybody out at once. Can hit decently hard, and then has that 20% health damage as well. You can get some exposes up on some characters so that you can then get a mass AoE and do a lot of damage. So Rebels work extremely well, and are one of they're a team that most people are going to have. So I wanted to show Rebels. A lot of people have Gas by now as well, but I feel like Rebels are even more common than Gas. So that's why I put Rebels up here for this one. We once again have 2 sources of Dispel, as we see Droid could get his damage immunity up there, but we've got Chewie that can Dispel on his AoE. We've got Gas who can Dispel. His turns will cycle around very quickly, so we can get that Dispel off off pretty well. Just like in the first one, we had two sources. We had Echo, who could dispel, and then we had the Arc Turret that could dispel as well. So Droidica, you do have to keep an eye on Droidica, because he can get a big shot in there. But there's not too much of an issue getting stuck behind damage immunity. And the Rebels actually work so well that I was able to do the stealth feat with them as well, because we have a couple Rebels that get stealth. So R2 can give everybody stealth, so that's 4. Remember, we have to get 10, so stealth 10 times. So we've got 4 stealth there, and then we've got Leia, who, when she uses her ability, will gain stealth for herself. So in order to get this, we essentially had to get R2 and Leia to each use their stealth special 1 time. Now, it's a little bit trickier to get through these. My Leia is relicked because I needed her for the Jedi Knight Luke farm, I believe. But I actually forgot to put mods on her, so she is relicked but unmodded, and she still worked pretty well. I did not move mods around for these, so my R2 doesn't have great mods either. Without C-3PO, there's not near as much damage here, and then we also don't have guard on Luke, so we're not getting quite as much there. Leia's not taking quite as many turns, but she still works really well. Might kind of have to stall around at the end depending on where you're at to get R2 and Leia to be able to use their stealth. Newt's kind of a pain. He'll increase those cooldowns. If they're dying, they're obviously not going through their cooldowns as fast. But this is actually a case where it can be good to have Droidica's damage immunity, because if you need to stall around, you can do that by not dispelling it. So there I chose to dispel it because I didn't need to stall. But you can just use basics all day long on Droidica and until everybody else revives to kind of cycle through your turns as quickly as you need to be able to use that stealth. So this only took 1 try to get this with both Rebel teams. So I didn't do it a bunch of times, but I feel like it's fairly repeatable because it worked for the first time for me. Who knows, maybe I got lucky. You guys can let me know if you have any issues, but I will show the mods here at the end as we get to the end of this battle. The only modding I changed was modding my Echo with my original Echo with a little extra potency so we could get that stun on Sniper Droid. So I added a little extra potency. Didn't actually add a lot, but I did add a little. Added 1 potency primary and 1 potency set. So adding that little extra potency and then going after B1 first to reduce the tenacity on the other side was enough for me to get that stun on Sniper Droid. So overall, the challenge was a little tricky, but went fairly well. Most of my retries were on the clone team. It did take me about 10 tries to get that one down. The Rebels went very smooth. As I said, I got both of those on the first try, and it went pretty well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope everybody that's celebrating Memorial Day has a great Memorial Day, and I'll see you guys later in the week. I'll see you for the next challenge. I've got a bunch of videos lined up. We'll see how many I can get to. I've got 4 videos that I'm working on. My goal is to get 4 videos, including this one, 4 videos out this week. We'll see if I actually get to that or not. I'll see you guys then.